Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is one that I'm excited for. This is Cigar City Florida Man Double IPA. So I'm actually not quite sure if this is supposed to be a hazy. It doesn't really list that, but apparently lots of hops in here. Double IPA, not really known for double IPA because they're known for Cigar City High Life. 8.5%. It's a crazy amount of hops. And so first off, what is Florida Man? If you guys don't already know, Florida Man is sort of that new sensation out there where it's a crazy story of like man fights with alligator and, or, you know, man tries to break into store with banana. It's just, the stories are crazy, and a lot of those stories leak out to the rest of the country, and, you know, they're true. And I was actually at work at one of the breweries. They had one of the TVs, and I was scrolling through, and they're scrolling through the news. I actually obviously don't sit there and watch like, you know, your local News 5, News 13, whatever. And I was just like, look at these stories, like, what is going on? And they're like, man, you're in Florida. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. So the news stories are, yeah, I imagine it's a more dangerous place than New York City, which is one of the safest large cities in the country. But it's just got some crazy stories. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of Florida people are self-deprecating with the crazy stories in Florida too, not trying to put down Florida, et cetera, et cetera. But what is this beer? Again, I said double IPA. Excited to dig into this one. I will say that this is canned about 6 weeks ago, which is crazy. I mean, I think I could have found this 5 weeks fresh, but like, I mean, I knew this was coming out. It was advertised on John Hall's beer podcast, and I was like, boom, early January, I'm gonna find this beer. This beer is literally brewed in Tampa, an hour and a half away. And I was like, boom, like I'll find it. You know, ideally I could have found it like 5 weeks ago. I mean, you couldn't get it more fresh, and could not find it. I guess just it didn't get out to Central Florida. I don't know if it's the distributor's fault. Who the heck knows? But this is a 6-week-old can. We'll see what happens. Beer is actually not that hazy. It has, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. Pour this out already. Let's see. Oh yeah. So this beer actually has a medium like a medium plus or light plus haze to it. Actually, it's not that hazy of a beer, but there's a lot of particulate faking this haze here. It's got a lot of like just proteins or whatever, you know, sort of looks like, you know what? It looks a lot like Alchemist beers, where it's not that hazy, but it's suspended by a lot. These chunks aren't that large, but it's chunky. Like you see just tons and tons of just like, I guess hop and protein material just in suspension. Huh. Very flat on the nose. I can smell oxidation. It's orange oils. It's got a little bit of stone fruit. It's got cantaloupe. This is fragrant, like herbal thing, almost like lemongrass or something. Cheers. Not too poppy on the nose. Excuse me. Very tea-like. And I suspect the oxidation's in. I will say, I bought this can extra because I did go through a 6-pack, and I thought, wow, this doesn't really quite taste right. And I knew for a fact I found that on the cold shelf. Found this on the warm shelf. It tastes very similar. I guess they produced a big batch and just didn't quite turn out. But it's so weird that I'm getting like almost oxidized flavors. It's very flat on the hop flavors. It's got some orange zest, orange oils, papery for days, but almost like a tea tannin thing that's just driving. Nice biscuity sweet malt up front, not overly sweet. The beer is actually decently dry, 8.5%, super dangerous, super crushable, but just like really falls flat on really great hop flavor. And that really like tea-like thing is like sort of tricking me or telling me that this is oxidation. And I do not know how the hell that like the other 6-pack that I bought was no good. The single can that I bought was no good. This beer for me gets an 80. Florida Man, Cigar City, that's a fail for me. Hope you guys improve. I do like Cigar City. This beer right here. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.